Today I'm going to cover the unpatched method to becoming wealthy. This is, in my opinion, the best, the easiest, and the fastest way to achieving wealth. Before I start this communication and this information sharing, I just want to clarify on one point. I am not gonna talk about how to earn millions. I'm going to talk about how to live like you earn millions. Because when most people talk about wanting to become successful, wanting to achieve something, and wanting to earn millions, or wanting to start a successful business, and so on and so on, they don't want to have $1 million in their bank account. They want to have the things that come with having $1 million in their bank account. They want the possibilities. They want the stuff, not the actual measurement of the stuff. Then that is money. So, how is the way? What are you going to do? This is quite simple, and this is only going to take about 4 minutes to explain. So, the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go on a job marketplace site, and you're gonna find online job that you don't need to log any office hours. You don't need to show up to a physical place to do the work. So, after you have found that job, this is probably the hardest step because the job market is quite saturated right now. Not completely, of course, but it is quite saturated after my understanding. But after you have completed this point, there is just a few steps left. So, you got your job, then you're gonna go and order a plane ticket to a financially unstable, or at least a third world or second world country. This is maybe gonna be Bali, Thailand, Indonesia. This is just up to your choosing and to your personal preference. So, you're gonna order a plane ticket, you're gonna go down there, you're gonna rent the house, and that's it. Because if you, for example, live in Norway and you earn, let's say, $50,000 a year. In Norway, that's around the average, a little bit under the average, and you can live a quite nice life. And since that's the average and a little bit under the average, all the economics, all the stores, everything you need to buy is based around you having that amount of money. But in a third world country, this is completely different. Then earning $500,000 a year is a lot. It's a really high amount in some areas. So then all the shops and the economics is not based around a single person or the average single person having that much money. That means stuff is cheaper. That means you need to spend less money or can spend more money on better things. And this is basically the method. It is that simple. Get an online job, a remote job, fly to a third world country or a country that has quite economical low standards, rent the house, and just live your life. It is that easy. You don't need to start $1 million business because you don't want to have $1 million in your bank account. You want the stuff that comes with having $1 million in your bank account. You want to drive a nice car, you want to have a nice house, you don't want to worry about your financial situation. And you're not gonna do that if you live in a country where the expenses are so low that your average salary becomes super high. So, that's the method. If you want to just go and do right now and live your best life ever, you don't need to do all the fancy shit everybody's selling to you. Like, it's a reason most people don't talk about this, because this is not a course. Maybe there is, and maybe somebody's trying to say a course about this, but it is not necessary. And most people most gurus are gonna tell you to start a business because that is what they teach, and that is a really high standard on what information you need to have. So that was all. Thank you for today, and as always, I hope to see your comments and have a nice day.